I went to my local Action. I accidentally bought 2 sets of coloring pencils. I don't know if this is going to be a good idea. I don't know if this is going to go well. Hey, here I am and welcome back. This week I have bought the cheapest art supplies I could find to see if I like them. I went to my local Action. It's similar to like Poundland or Pound Stretcher in the UK and the Dollar Tree in America. Everything's just really cheap, basically. And I spent €41.26 on art supplies that I've never used before. Let's get into it. I don't know if this is going to go well, but I have bought the supplies that I would like to use in the future, but don't want to spend all my money on in case I don't like them, is what I'm thinking. This is going to have to be a 2-part video because I bought so much. First of all, let's go through everything that I bought all here in front of me, and I have the prices here. So the first thing I bought was this 24 set of acrylic paints. It is not branded. Quite a lot of paints there. It's also got a little mixing pot in the middle, but it didn't come with any brushes. And this was €3.95. Super, super, super cheap. Okay, the next thing is this. I bought these paint brushes because I didn't want to mess up my brushes that I use for watercolor, just in case. There's a little palette knife. Can you use acrylics with palette knives? I think you can, can't you? It says 4-piece professional brush set. Doesn't feel very professional. And that was 99 cents. So we have another set of paint brushes. This is a set of 10. These do look maybe a little bit nicer. The finish on them looks a bit nicer than the other ones. And these were €2.29. A little bit more expensive. They do look a bit better, but they are the same brand, so I don't know. Next up, we have, this is a little bit of an issue. I accidentally bought 2 sets of coloring pencils. I put this set in my trolley, and then I think I wanted to swap it out for this set because I didn't think that I needed 60. So then I put this one in my trolley, and I forgot to take this one out. And it wasn't until I got home that I realized, oh no, I've got 2 sets of pencils. So now I have 96 pencils. This 36, including 8 neon colors, was €3.99. And there you can see all the colors it has on the back. It says perfect for use on white and dark paper. And this one of 60 was $6.49. You do get more. And this one has the number of the colors here. I did think about maybe returning them, but I thought maybe I'll do a little comparison between the two. Then I saw this pad, toned paper, toned paper, 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 paper. Toned paper. Paper, 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 paper. And I thought that might be nice for using the pencils on to like something a bit different. I bought this specifically with the pencils in mind. This was €1.79. This is not what I went in for, but I saw it and I thought, oh, I've seen people using this kind of thing on Instagram and on TikTok, and I thought, maybe I'll give that a go. It's a little dotting paint set. I see people doing this on stones, and I thought, oh, that could be fun. Rainy Day Project. That came out at €3.99. They had different colors, but I liked this kind of color scheme. And then they've got the tools for doing it as well. So here we have 50. Oh, I thought these were, oh no. Oh, I was going to buy a couple of sets of alcohol markers, but they didn't have the full range. So I bought these water markers, water-based ink. They have 2 tips and they are recycled plastic. There's 50 of them. They all have the numbers on here as well. Maybe this could be quite fun for a different kind of urban sketch. The only thing is it's quite heavy to take around, so probably going to be a studio sketch for these. And I bought some gesso. I've never used gesso before, but that's what everybody else uses. Last but not least, I just saw this. This really has nothing to do with art or crafts or anything, but it's just a little light, little ring light. You know, when I'm out and about doing things on the street, maybe I might need a little bit more light. I'm going to try it now. Okay, I'm going to turn off my lights. That's like a warmish tone, a bit cooler, and the coolest. It's actually not bad. Better than I was expecting it to be, actually. Maybe I'll use that when I'm out and about. If I don't already look stupid with a selfie stick, now I'm going to have a ring light on it. Anyway, whatever. You know what? This is going to be a series because there's so much going on. So let's start. I can't think of a title for the playlist, but this episode is going to be colored pencils. So let's jump into it. Okay, so here are the two pencils that we're going to use. Just a reminder of the prices: $6.49, $3.99. I just had a quick Google, and this one, the Craft Sensations, has actually got a 4.3 out of 5 rating on Amazon or Amazon. I always say Amazon, but however it's pronounced. So maybe they're going to be all right. These ones, on the other hand, I couldn't find any information about. They do both have a white. I like that. So first of all, I'm going to just swatch them all out and see how they feel. I haven't opened them yet, so let's look inside. This one comes in a box with a picture that has clearly been made to look painted. There used to be those like kind of filters where you can make yourself look like painted by Van Gogh, and that's what this looks like to me. 60 top quality pencils with a fine tip, soft texture, and perfect color distribution. I mean, the box feels all right. No complaints about that. It comes with a little elastic to keep it closed. Oh, they all come in their own little sleeve here. Are they in order? I guess I should do them in the order that they are on the front. This might take me a long time. Oh, I hope they have the numbers on. Oh, they do. So we're going to start with 118 black, I guess. Is it this one? Yes, 108. They feel like pencils, maybe a little bit light. Look at that though. Oh no, that's 108. I want 118. 118 looks black. Is it the no 118? 118 should be here. Scratch this. I'm going to put them all in order. Oh, 102. Look at the color of 102 on here. Look at the color of 102. That is not the same. See now, like, how am I going to know what 10? Oh, that's 122. What? Don't understand. Why is the order so weird? I'm gonna start with those. This is 101. It feels very dry. A little bit better. Well, this one feels a little bit less scratchy. See, this is 107. There should be 126 before 107. Oh, this one's nicer, actually. I quite like this one. Oh, I've missed out 125. Okay, these are feeling nicer as they get darker. Are they matching the color in the top? Not exactly. Oh gosh, I wish I'd never started this. Oh yeah, the colored ones are much nicer than this white one. 446. 446? You having a laugh? Look at the color 446 here. 446 is like a reddy brown. Look at this. 446. How is that the same color? Oh, I like it though. 118? Looks black on here. Okay, there's 118. Typical. 4, 5. Look how much shorter she is already. Look at that. Look how many pieces fell out of the end of it. Oh, I was just about to say how much I was enjoying that experience, and then it snapped. Ooh, if this one comes out this bright, that's going to be fun. It didn't. Oh, maybe it would on white paper, though. Nah. Some of them are really brittle, and other ones are really kind of soft. Well, after that experiment, the blues felt quite nice. The browns felt all right. The greens were nice. In fact, all of the pigmented colors were quite nice to scribble with, but that one was not, and that one was not. This one was not. You can even see how it's crumbled around. You see? Whereas these nice blues, it's really soft. Okay, not horrendous. Not bad enough to put me off anyway. Oh, look at that. Difficult to get out of the packet. Oh, what a highly unenjoyable experience. This desk is far too small. If you want to send me money to buy a bigger desk, I would appreciate it. Maybe I should start a GoFundMe. Hey, buy me a desk. Do these have any numbers on? No. Maybe I can make up my own names. Yes, let's do that. I can lay all these out. Okay, so that's my color order. Now what am I going to do? How am I going to keep them in that order now? Oh, hating this. This is the worst thing I've ever done. Okay, so these ones I'm going to color and then write the name afterwards. So I'm going to call that Really Black. So this one feels a lot smoother, but it's not got much power behind it, not much pigment. So I'm going to call that Chalk White. Hot pink. Ooh, Cherry Red. Oh, these are much nicer than the other ones, I've got to say. These are much smoother. I'm going to call this one Naranja. Oh, that's a neon. Neon orange. What color would you call that? I'm just going to call it pale. Regular yellow. Oh, we don't like that here, do we? Neon. Oh, it's happened again. This color's not good. Neon green. This is going to be nice green. Foliage. Whoa, how dark is that? Is that dark on normal? Whoa, it's almost black. Really dark green. These are actually lovely. Well, with the exception of the neons, but I might take the neons out, but these are actually much nicer than the other ones. Teal. Aqua. Turquoise. Oh, nice. Nice blue. Ocean. Atlantic. I used to work on cruise ships, and sometimes you'd just look out and the sea would be so blue. When there was no land or anything around, it was so deep blue. It was gorgeous. I'm going to decide on that name in a minute. I want to see the other ones. So you are going to be cerulean. You are going to be night sky. You are going to be called pavement. And you are just grey. Is this mauve? I don't know if it is, but for me it is. Oops. So you're purple. And you're sweet pea. You're pansy. Dusk. And dust canyon, because it reminds me of the Grand Canyon. And this one is earth, because it looks a bit muddier. Sand. Obviously, it's just going to be neon pink. Don't like them. They smash. And what's this one? I thought it was neon pink. Neon purple, I guess. Neon yellow. Oh. It needs a gold pencil anyway. Oh. Gold. Does it even look gold on here? Yeah, I guess. Oh, it does have a bit of a sparkle to it. Oh, silver's not much better. That took me so long to do that I haven't actually got around to sketching anything today. I'm going to use the Avec colors to create something in another video, not in this one because that's taken too long. So, in conclusion, the Avec colors, they feel much nicer and they just feel much better quality than this one. There's a lot more colors, but even the smaller variety of colors in these I prefer. $3.99 versus $6.49. So these are much better value. So that's it for this week. I'm afraid I didn't have time to do anything else. But if you have enjoyed this swatching session, please give me a like and subscribe down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know any tips you have for colored pencils, especially the cheap ones. See you next week. Bye. Hey, here I am. This one, right? This week I have been buying cheap art supplies. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's very tight. Apologies. I would give them, pardon me. What should we call this series? What should we call the series? Action plan? Colored pencils. Colored crencils. I don't know anything about colored crencils.